Hello, I'm Madhura. Welcome back to Madhura's Desire. Folks, today we are going to make a Easter special dessert, that is a coconut cream cake. In this recipe, we are going to use the desiccated sweet coconut, and also we are going to add the walnut. If you wanted to have a nut free, you can avoid the walnut, and the cake will be iced with cream cheese icing. And I'm going to show you step by step how to do from the baking till the icing, and it is pretty easy. So let's start preparing Easter special coconut cream cake. So prior to baking and making the batter, very first important thing, that is we need to grease the pan. So I have taken two 8-inch pan, and now I'm going to grease with the butter. Can grease it properly with butter, and just I will add a tablespoon of flour to it and just give a dusting. So easily the cake will come out. So like that. All the excess flour, and now I'm just going to line up with this 2 round circle on the bottom. Of the cake pan. And now we have to preheat the oven, so I'm going to put the oven for 350 Fahrenheit. So the next step is to make the buttermilk. So you can get the ready-made buttermilk in the market, you can use that also, but here I just wanted to make it at home. So I have taken 300 grams of regular milk, that is comes actually 1 1/4 cup of milk. So I'm going to add it, and it's in a room temperature, and I'm going to add it just 1 tablespoon of vinegar to it, regular vinegar, mixing into it, and just we will keep it aside for at least 10 to 15 minutes to turn into the buttermilk. So after process of making the buttermilk, the next step is we are going to make the dry ingredients ready. So I have taken 360 grams of cake flour. It's easily available in the market, the cake flour, or it also comes as a cake and pastry flour. Adding 5 grams of salt, half teaspoon of baking soda, so approximately 3 grams of that, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which is your 5 grams. And now we want to give a sieve to it. So dry ingredients ready. Now we are going to make the wet ingredients, that will be your butter, sugar, and the egg. We are going to do the creaming method. For making the coconut cream cake, we will use the creaming method process. So here I have taken 360 grams of butter, which is softened at room temperature. You can use the hand blender, you can use the KitchenAid, whatever you have. I'm just showing in a simple way. Lot of people, they don't have a KitchenAid, so how we can do with the hand blender. So you can just loosen it, butter a little bit, scrape the sides of the butter and bring it back to the center. And now I'm adding 300 grams of white sugar, which is granular sugar, and again slowly on the speed number 1 you just try to mix. We will cream the butter and sugar almost for 6 to 8 minutes till the sugar dissolves, and it will be like a good creamy consistency. At the same time, you need to keep scraping. Use the spatula and keep scraping the sides from the bowl. We are almost there. We need another 2 minutes. You can see the sugar and butter is very much blended. They are in the creamy form. So reduce the speed to 1. Now we are going to add 3 eggs, that is 120 gram. So I've cracked. So one by one we need to add to the mixture. And again slowly on a low speed. Always maintain when you are adding the egg on a speed number 1. So this is the creaming method of making cake. So this is the basic way for all the creaming method. We use this process. Now I'm adding up another egg yolk and egg. So our egg, butter and sugar mixture is ready. Now we are going to add the dry ingredients. So almost 15 minutes we kept. So our buttermilk looks like that. And then let's give a quick mix to it. And I'm adding up 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence to it. Because we are going to add the flour and buttermilk side by side when we are adding to the butter mixture. So we are going to add the flour in three part. So first I'm going to add a flour, the mixture. So just 1 part of it. And with the number 1 speed, I will just gently mix. Now I'm going to add 1 part of the buttermilk. Don't overmix. Again, I'm going to add second part of the flour. Second part of the buttermilk. Now I'm going to add the last part of the flour. And remaining buttermilk. Do not overmix. Just give a gentle mix. That's it. Make sure there's nothing, no dry parts on the bottom. So now I'm going to add 120 grams of desiccated coconut and 120 grams of walnut. You can add also a pecan. And if you wanted to have a nut free, you can avoid the nuts and keep aside. Now we are going to make a egg white. We'll just whip the egg white and we will add it to the cake. So I'm taken 210 grams of egg white. It is like 7 eggs will give you 210 grams of egg white, and let's mix it. Now while whipping, I am adding 30 grams of sugar to it, and we will make just a meringue. So now stop it. This is egg white meringue is almost ready. So I'm going to show you at what stage we have to stop. So when you just check, it is coming up like this big. Okay, at this stage we are going to stop it. And now we are going to fold this Italian meringue to our cake batter. So again, I'm going to give 3 batches very gently, otherwise the foam will get damaged. And the fluffiness, this Italian meringue, putting in additional on the top, will help your cake to be more fluffy and soft. So we have gently folded, the cake batter is ready. Now I'm going to divide into our 2 molds, which is 8 inches equally. So I have divided 900 grams each to this cake batter. Now spread it evenly, and I will give a quick tap to it to release the excess air. And now I'm going to put for the baking. So I had told earlier that we have to set the oven for 350 Fahrenheit. So I have already set that oven. I have put my cake inside. Now I'm just going to put for 30 minutes first, and then we will see how much it requires time. Again, earlier also I said it depends, sometimes oven to oven it takes a different timings. So we will first bake it for the approximately 30 minutes, and then we will check. If it's required more, we can go ahead. 30 minutes of baking. I'm just taking out my cakes and let's see how it is. So still not yet. You can feel it. You can touch on the top. It's a bit of jiggly. So now I'm going to put it for another 6 minutes, and then we will check. So it's almost 6 minutes done. So let's check. You can feel it. See here, still it's wet. So I'm going to keep it another 8 minutes. So after 8 minutes, let's check. Cooks. It looks very clean. It's already baked properly. So approximately 44 to 45 minutes it took to bake. And now let it rest for 5 minutes. Then we will unmold from the mold and let it rest for at least 2 to 3 hours. Or also you can rest them for 1 day prior to icing. So after 5 minutes I will unmold and let it rest for 2 to 3 hours. Then we will do the icing. So it's already 5 minutes. Now I'm going to unmold the cake. Like you can see here, and I'll release the paper as well. And now let it cool for 3 to 5 hours. So now time to prepare the icing. So I have taken cream cheese, which is 1 pound, 454 grams. And I'm just going to little bit loosen it. I kept for some time in a room temperature, so it will be easy to handle. And again we will cream it with the hand blender. You can see it's already fluffy and nicely smooth. At this stage we will add on 3 parts. So I'm just dividing into 3 parts, 200 grams of icing sugar, and again gently, slowly give a nice mix to it. Start creaming together with the cheese. Scrape it down from the side. fluffy and it's a creamy consistency. You can see. Now at this stage, I'm going to add 100 grams of butter. Butter has to be on a room temperature, soft. So 100 grams of butter to it. Again in the same way, cream it together gently. Since it is a coconut cream cake, so I wanted to add some coconut essence to the cream mixture so it will have a better flavor. So I'm just adding 1 teaspoon of coconut essence. And just give a quick mix to it. So our cream is ready for piping on a cake and icing the cake. So fill the cream on a piping bag. So I've taken a piping bag and I'm going to fill it up. So now we will do the icing. It's a very pretty simple icing. So you can take also a serving plate. I'm just putting on a board, cake board. So I'm just adding little, just spreading up little of cream icing on the board so the cake will stick properly. I don't want it too much cream on my cake, just very minimum, because the cake itself is having full of flavor. So we wanted to just enjoy the cream cheese filling, one layer with the original flavor of the cake. So now I'm going to pipe the cream cheese. As I said, I don't want too much of cream cheese. It's very minimal. Okay. And just put another cake layer on the top. Just to spread it. Now I'll just give a very light icing on a side. And with the help of spatula, we will just ice the cake. Let's do the icing on the top first. Spread it up and take it out the excess icing from the top. You don't need to go for so much of perfect because this is just a cream cheese, so it will not give you so much good finishing. But yet, yes, we just wanted to, the cake should look very presentable. So with the help of the scraper, please gently scrape it down like this. Spread it little bit wherever you can find the breadcrumb. I mean, like you can see the cake is visible. Yes. So pretty much it is spreaded and taken out the excess icing. The same thing, we need to just take it from the top. So your cake is ready. Now I'm just going to keep it for at least 15 minutes to set the cream, and then we'll do the decoration. So meantime, the cake is getting set in a fridge for 15 minutes. So I have taken some remaining cream cheese icing and I'm just going to add a few drops of green gel color. So and mix it properly with the cream cheese. So this is what we are going to use for the decoration on the top of the cake. So we will just keep the little bit of grass effect on the top of the cake. And let's keep it aside. To give a grass effect, I'm going to use nozzle number 233. It's like that. It has a small holes in it, and I'm going to fit it on, put inside the piping bag, and then I will fill it with our green icing. So we are just getting ready for doing some decoration on top of the cake. So let's fill it and keep aside. I do also have some beautiful and colorful Easter eggs. It's very easily available in a market during the Easter times. You can find it in a candy shops or regular grocery stores. So the Easter eggs are very much sold. So you can have it any shape, any color, whichever thing is available for you, you can use for decoration. So for the garnish, or you can call the decoration, I also have a desiccated coconut which is sweet, and I have roasted them and I kept it aside to decorate the cake. And one more thing I forgot to tell while we are making the batter. So we are using the desiccated sweet coconut. So if you don't have a sweet coconut, even it will be fine. You can use that regular desiccated coconut. Your sugar contained in a cake will definitely give you equal amount of sweetness to the cake. So if you have a desiccated sweet coconut, it will give little bit extra sweetness to the cake. So don't worry, if you don't have in your place the sweet desiccated coconut, you can use the regular desiccated coconut. So after 15 minutes, I have taken out from the fridge. So now the time to decorate the cake. So first we will start with the desiccated coconut which I have roasted. So just take it little bit, handful, and slowly and gently press on the edges of the cake, on the bottom, like you can see here. Very gently. We are not going to cover the cake. I'm just going to give the halfway. If you want, you can cover. It's up to you how you wanted to decorate your Easter cake. There's no hassle. So I just wanted to show the half creamy part of the cake. So we have done from the sidewise. Now I just wanted to put some on the top. Spread it gently on the top. So you can see we have covered, and just give a gentle pressure to it so the coconut will get stuck on top of the cake. And now we are going to just make a small nest. So like this, on piping, grass effect. So you can see that. Now I'm going to put this eggs over there. I'm just doing a random decoration. It's up to you how you want it to do. Whichever way you feel, you can decorate the Easter egg according to that. Or you can also, even if you don't have the Easter eggs, doesn't matter, you can make any kind of decoration. You can have some coconut slices, you can add it and you can make a decoration on top of that, or even this is the simple, you can do it, you can make some rosette and you can decorate. So since it's a Easter theme, I just have some Easter egg at home, so I'm just decorating in this way. So this is what our cake looks like. Let's see, we will slice it and just check how it looks like from inside. So let's see how the cake looks like from the inside. So just cut it the cake. It's very soft, very fluffy. Can have it so nice. Yes, it has a good flavor of coconut and it has the nuts, which is a walnut, which is giving a better flavor. I hope you must have enjoyed making this cake from the baking to till the icing. It is very easy, it's not so difficult to do baking and icing. Please just follow the recipe and the steps. And this cake portion will feed 12 to 15 guests. And this is one of the delicious cake. As I said, if you wanted to avoid the nuts, just omit the walnut from your recipe. And please do try for your Easter special, and please let us know how it turned out for you, and enjoy your Easter. So see you soon. Till then, eat healthy and stay healthy.